Hello and welcome to another one of my paranormal videos. Today we have come to the New Forest and to Stoney Cross, which in World War II was quite a prominent airfield for combat aircraft and fighter planes. Stoney Cross is located about 4 miles from Lyndhurst and about 13 miles from Southampton. If you can see behind me, that is the original runway, which has now got a road tarmacked over it, but it gives you some idea of, it's a mile long from start to finish, so would have seen a lot of action, and unfortunately a lot of the buildings have been removed. The water tower that was here was the last thing to be removed, and that was removed in 2004. So there's not a lot to see here, but I am hoping if we come back at night we might be able to capture some of the old energies and spirits that maybe still linger here, but perhaps prefer to come out at night, because this is a beautiful afternoon, so I can't imagine we're going to see or feel too much right now, but I should imagine at night this place takes on a whole new atmosphere. So join me again later when we come back. Hello, here we are again at Stoney Cross. It's all a bit sort of, well, nothing's really happening apart from lots and lots of cars going past every 5 minutes. Hadn't realised this place was so busy at night. It's not really late, it's about 7:15 on a Tuesday night, but still it's a bit like the M25. So it's very difficult to pick up on anything, if I'm honest. And it's a shame, because we also don't want to look like a couple of doggers, which is quite this, you know, the New Forest is particularly notorious for that kind of goings on. So we're just standing on the side of the road at the moment, just waiting for a car to go past again. So yeah, what can I say? It's not brilliant. Circumstances are wrong. Outside broadcasting is really difficult, because in the distance you can also hear the A31, which is also over there somewhere, but you can hear it. And yeah, it's very difficult. It's not really scary here, I've got to be honest. There's nothing kind of feels untoward. Yeah, it's too, I think there's too much noise pollution, too many people driving past. Hello, we've come back to Stoney Cross for a part 2. We waited a couple of hours and have come back, and the road is a little bit quieter, but there is still sort of car park action, if you get what I mean, going on just up there, so we're not going to be here for long. Yeah, again, we're just going to listen. We're just going to listen. See if we maybe you'll catch something behind me. I don't know. I have to say, if the buildings that I believe were in this area behind me, I think that you'd probably get some activity. I do think there is activity here, but I also think it's towards those trees over there, and I'm certainly not going to be wandering around in woods anytime soon. When it's really dark, there's hardly any stars, there's no moon. It is really dark out here. You can just see the orange glow of Southampton over there and of Bournemouth over there, but it is really dark here. And there's also the human threat. I know it's bizarre, isn't it? You do an investigation looking for spirits and ghosts, but actually the human beings are more terrifying. So I am bearing that in mind. So I'm just coming here just to check this out, just to do a little video. So yeah, we're just gonna sort of like loiter here just for a couple of minutes, see if we get anything. Also, we are standing on what would have been the runway, at one point back in the 1940s. So yeah, this would have been a runway at one point. So I doubt this would have been kind of like the hive of activity, because they didn't sort of like go on the runways as such, did they? It was more where the planes and everything took off. I've just got this feeling that what's behind me is maybe where you might get something. The A31 is so loud. That's a really busy road. That's about 3 miles that way. Yeah, I guess because it's, you know, it carries on the wind, doesn't it, the sound. Some plane activity, because obviously we've got Southampton Airport, not UFOs unfortunately. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Come out here and see something, catch a UFO. That'd be great. It's so dark here, honestly, you just wouldn't think it was possible, but it really is. Do pick up on something behind me, you know, in those trees. I think there is possibly something. I'm being really drawn to go over there behind me, but I really don't want to. I just don't feel particularly safe. I think we'll have to call it a night, maybe come back on a moonlit night, or armed with about 10 people, because I do feel quite vulnerable here. So, yeah, sorry, it's all been a bit dull, but that's investigating for you, isn't it? We don't get what we want at the time that we choose. It just happens when it happens, and that's that. So thanks very much and keep watching.